because I'm going to be decorating for fall of 2022. So this is going to be my first fall decorate with me video, and I know it's super early in the season, but I just want to clear something up before we head into the decor aspect of the video, and that is that I want to make sure to put up this content of all of the ideas that I'm going to give you today before everything runs out in the store. So that's why I put it up early. If I wasn't on YouTube, then most likely I'll be decorating at the beginning of September. But if you do enjoy this video and found useful information, I really hope you can consider hitting that red subscribe button down below. And without any further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right in. The first part that I'm going to be working on in my house is going to be my entryway. I did recently decorate this area of my house. I'm going to make sure to link that video down below for you. But first, I'm going to start by taking off the elements that I'm going to be switching for more seasonal decorations. So I'm going to start with this charcoal vase that I got from Kirkland's last year, and I'm going to match them with these gorgeous stems that I got from Target. And you may recall these from my haul, but I truly love the combination of these two and the contrast that they give to each other. I will make sure to open up those leaves pretty well just to give it a more natural finish to the decoration, and I am in love with this spot in my house. The next thing is working around my favorite piece that I got this year, which is this turkey from Hobby Lobby. I got the brass collar version. They do have two more colors there, and this is just so elegant on its own. But I'm just going to finish up this space with a few pumpkins, and I'm going to be working with white and green. The white is just to break up all the black that I have going on in this space, and then the green just to give it a little bit of a more organic look. I'm going to be working in groups of 3 as it's more pleasing to the eye, and I just added one group of pumpkins on one side of the table and another one on the other side of the console table.
They come and they go, and we have to try and keep up, 'cause this life's so much more. Ooh, and I still want.
This is another part of my entryway, which I recently decorated, and it's also included in that video. I am not going to do much here except for adding this black and white buffalo check pillow just to give it a little bit of a more seasonal vibe. But truly, I have no desire to change this space all that much because I love how it turned out originally. If this is the first decorate with me video you're watching from my channel, I'm going to tell you a few things about me decorating my kitchen. Number one, I do not like crowded counters. In fact, I feel like what I already have in the counters is more than enough for me. I do not like clutter in the kitchen because we do use our kitchen to cook. We do entertain a lot almost every weekend. So the island is a space where we all grab food, where we all prep food. And so I just want to keep it as simple as possible in here. I'm going to focus on just changing up the decorations that I already have into more seasonal decorations, but pretty much is going to stay the same. Like I said, just pretty simple to adjust it to my real daily life. And the first thing I'm bringing into the picture is going to be this beautiful wall decoration that I got from Hobby Lobby last year, but this year is also available. And I do like to rely a lot on decorating my backsplash just to keep my counters free of clutter. I am using some command strips here, but just a tip, 2 command strips will not do it. I'm just using 2 because that's what I had, but then after that I went back and added some more just to provide support to this heavy sign. And this is how that looks. I love the combination of the marble with the bronze color. The next thing I wanted to tackle is the space here. I just simply wanted to change the greenery, and I was pulling all of the stems that I wanted to use as options in the space, plus this beautiful amber vase from last year. And I wanted to leave this part almost unedited, just so that you saw my thinking process when putting up these decorations. So many of the stems that I tried, I just wasn't liking. I feel like they weren't providing any contrast with all the brown and all the bronze colors that I was using already. So at the end, I ended up liking this one right here. I feel like the lighter tones of beige and green and white helps kind of break down all the brown and all the bronze that I have going on in the kitchen, but in a good way. So I really did end up liking how this one turned out. The next was switching up the space a little bit, and I was trying this bronze pumpkin, then I tried this white pumpkin, but none of them were really convincing me. So at the end, I ended up going with this amber vase and those stems. And the reason why I'm leaving all of this thought process here is so that you know that us people in YouTube don't always have everything planned, or sometimes we do have to give it a little bit of thought to the spaces that we're decorating and the ideas that we're giving you. If you do struggle with creating spaces like this, just do not feel bad. We don't have it all together all the time either. Sometimes it's just a matter of presenting things, trying to combine things, and see what is aesthetically pleasing to the eye. On to the next project in the kitchen, which is switching up this greenery for these beautiful stems that I got from Michael's. On my haul decor video for fall this year, I did showcase this, and I commented that these tend to shed a lot. So be prepared if you're going to buy these. Handle them with a lot of care. As you can see, one of those leaves fell off. So I was trying to be very careful here. Therefore, I didn't open all the stems as much as I wanted to. But overall, how gorgeous are these? On my fall decor video from last year, I included the story behind this decorative box from Michael's that I got many years ago. When me and my husband had just gotten married, he was still active duty in the military, and we actually didn't have a lot of money, so I couldn't buy a lot of fall decor. And I remember that year, all of my fall decor, or most of it, came from the dollar store, and then this box came from Michael's, and it was like a luxury for me to spend on. The picture you see right here is actually what I got from the Dollar Tree that year. I was so excited. I was married, I had a house with my husband, and I wanted to decorate it for fall, even if it was very simple and very inexpensive decorations. And this is actually some other things that I had gotten from Michael's that year, being this box, the most expensive thing. But I was just so excited to start decorating. It was actually the first time that I had ever decorated for fall, and this was the centerpiece that I created that year with this box, some candles that I had, and then all of the stems and greenery from the Dollar Tree. So I always try to keep using this centerpiece, and that is actually how my tablescape ended up turning out that year. I was so happy. But I always try to keep using this box because it does have a special place in my heart, and it actually reminds me of how hard we've worked to get to where we are right now. And yes, that is my kitchen, or that was my kitchen that year, but we have worked really hard to get to where we are right now, and it has been basing ourselves in a lot of sacrifices, even moving away from all of our families and friends just for my husband to get new professional opportunities in his career field. And I just have spoken about many things that are not even related to what I'm doing here, but I'm doing a centerpiece in case you can't tell. This is also another decoration I created with Dollar Tree items that year, and that I actually added to a wreath that I, of course, decorated myself that year with some more Dollar Tree items. And the reason why I'm showing you all of these old pictures and telling you all of this story right here is so that you know and see where I started with my home decor, my seasonal home decor, and so that you know that, yes, I know what it is not to be able to afford home decor and still be wanting to have a very beautiful seasonal decoration. At the end of the day, I just think that what matters the most is the intention to want to serve your family and to want to serve your home the best for the holidays and just blessing your home that way. The rest is just added things, it's just material things that, yes, it is a creative outlet for me to be able to decorate my house or to go shopping for home decor, which is what I share on my YouTube videos all the time. But I also like to keep it real and just keep ourselves grounded during this holiday season.
I can tell that you're tough. Ordering a cup of love, feel it rising up.
If you checked my haul decor video for fall this year, I spoke in detail about all of the stems that I'm using for this centerpiece. But I did make a mistake picking up the lighter pieces because I realized that I cannot break those into smaller stems. So I had to place them into those large chunks like that, which I would have preferred not to do. But overall, I still love how this little piece here ended up turning out. It was super relaxing to do. I really do enjoy doing these crafting projects. And if you are decorating your house, I do encourage you to do the same because it can be a very nice task to do. I'm going to put this on my as my centerpiece on my table, and to break all of the brown that I have going on in here and in my centerpiece, I'm going to add this table runner. Not my preferable combination, but I might change it down the season if I find something that I like. And I'm just gonna put it here, and I'm going to pair it with these two pumpkins that actually are from Hobby Lobby from last year.
You would tell me to move on. You would say I'll be just fine. Yeah, he would tell me we have time. Time to laugh and time to heal. Our favorite song is on repeat.
Alright you guys, it's time to decorate my entertainment center, which is what I have right here behind me. It's looking pretty bare at the moment, and I do have several shelves that I like to decorate through the seasons, and I'm going to do that for fall at this moment. But usually I don't get a lot of questions regarding how would I decorate certain areas. You guys always appreciate the ideas that I give you, but I don't always get a lot of questions. However, one question that I have gotten has been on shelf decor, specifically for fall season. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you my best tips on how to do it. So my shelves are pretty narrow, as you can see. So I will limit myself to 3 elements per shelf, and I will try to create balance with the things that I have. Most of what I'm gonna be working with today is stuff that I already have. You don't necessarily have to go out and buy all the new things, as long as you have enough elements to work with and that you can arrange in a symmetrical and pretty way. So I'm gonna take you along that process, and if you do have further questions, please let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to be able to answer those. So in here, I didn't have a clear idea on mind on what it is that I wanted to do on this entertainment center. It's still pretty early in the season, so I still need to catch up with a little bit of inspiration. But 2 principles that I wanted to follow in decorating these is balance and then going by uneven numbers. That is just a bulletproof recipe to decorating shelves, and probably the best tips that I can give you for those of you who had asked me that question in regards to how to decorate shelves for fall. So I'm working with pumpkins, I'm working with different elements, and I'm just switching them up as I take a step back and figure it out what it is that I'm liking and what it is that I'm not. So I actually switched that white pumpkin to the right just to balance out the pumpkin that I have on the other shelf to the left. So that's an example of balance, and you play with that with high elements or with the elements that you're repeating all around your shelves. This is a vase that I'm going to place on its own. To me, that vase alone like that offers enough character and enough of a statement to just put it by itself. The next shelf has 3 elements, the one above has 3 elements, and then because I have a pumpkin below, I'm just going to rotate the one at the top to the left side. And that's pretty much how this side of my media center ended up turning out. Now the next side, I have a few elements that I already have positioned there. I started with this vase that I combined with those beautiful burgundy stems that I have from last year. And then at the top, I'm gonna play around with that pumpkin that is new from this year that I love, and a candle. And then at the top, I'm going to place yet another vase with a bead garland. Yes, I'm still into bead garlands. I still like them. I know a lot of interior designers are over them, but I don't know, I still like them. And this is how my media center ended up turning out. Alright you guys, that's going to be everything for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section down below if you found new ideas or new inspiration to decorate your home for fall. Thank you again so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I really hope I can see you in my next video. Bye.